The Sunday night anthem tips off with Geico. It feels good to Geico.
Welcome to the Western Conference Finals. Settle in.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. A little less conversation. 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 A little more action.
What a play!
Yeah, it's Sunday night, the main attraction.
SGA, sweet. The MVP.
A little less bar. Been waiting all day for this to start. Close your mouth and open up your heart. Baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me.
That's a bad man. He is so smooth. Nothing but cash money.
Man, this is fun.
Wow.
Don't procrastinate, just stop thinking late. I guess if you wait for Sunday night, satisfy me. Oh, baby, satisfy me. Come on now, satisfy me. Come together, satisfy me. Sunday night, satisfy me. Satisfy me. Satisfy me. Oh yeah, satisfy me.
Sunday night of Memorial Day weekend at the Western Conference Finals. Our coverage presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. We reach a pivotal Game 4 with the Spurs at home in San Antonio off back-to-back losses. Thanks in part to the back-to-back MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, leading the Thunder to a Game 3 win. Now, can the Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, lead his team to even the series at 2? Good evening, everyone. Thanks for making this part of your holiday weekend. Mike Tirico, Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller, ready for Game 4.
Well, I mean, we're ready, but I know you've been talking about Michael Jackson. We need to go see the movie. You got us feel like the Jackson. You're Michael with the Beat It jacket right now. You're in rare form, Reg.
I still need Tito. I still need Mark.
All right,
We're here, red, white, and blue for the holiday. So, terrific series. Victor Wembanyama, unbelievable in Game 1 when the Spurs won. But his production in Game 2 and 3, about the equal of Game 1. What do you expect tonight?
I think we're going to have one of those masterful gems from the big fella. 41 and 24 in Game 1. And think about this, 26 of those 41 came in the paint. In Games 2 and 3, 20 combined paint points. He's got to do a better job of playing closer to the rim. And what does that look like? Pick and rolls, side pick and rolls, misdirections. Mitch Johnson has to do a better job of putting him in position, because once he can catch the ball in the paint, then he can start spreading out to his shooters. But he's got to be closer to the paint to be effective.
You were a 3-time Sixth Man of the Year in the league. You know very well how important bench guys are. What Oklahoma City's bench did in Game 3 was record-setting stuff. Why have they been so incredible?
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander demands such attention, he makes those guys better. But now they're making him better. When I was 3-time Sixth Man of the Year, I may get 10 points in a playoff game. It felt like 20 because you may only get 14 to 16. These bench guys right now, they have 4 guys in double figures. They're so good, the starters can sit in the fourth quarter and cheer them on. You don't know where it's coming from. It could be Caruso, it could be McCain, it could be Williams, it could be Isaiah Joe. They have such depth, and they're coming to the forefront right now. And at this time, they're making SGA better because he'll have more space to go to work.
Will they have the imprint on the game like they did the other night? We're heading back to Oklahoma City tomorrow for an even series, or for the Thunder a win away from returning to the final. Game 4 next on NBC. Let's take a look at tonight's DraftKings Player Tracker, watching the points for the leading scorers, SGA and Wemby. These their points that include the playoffs. DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. The 3 finalists of the NBA Coach of the Year, that last award to be handed out, that will be announced on Tuesday. All right, pre-tip. Let's get a last check with our reporters covering these teams all series long. Dora Stevenson on the Thunder in a minute, but first, Ashley Shamady with the Spurs. Ashley.
Thanks so much, Michael. This is where you find out what you're made of. That is what Victor Wembanyama said post-game after after Game 3 on Friday. He said, for a lot of us, this is our first time going through the playoffs. There are going to be trials and tribulations. Now down 2-1 entering tonight, so we just need to be smarter about how we play. Dylan Harper telling me we've been able to respond with our backs against the wall. I have the utmost confidence we'll do it again. Coach Johnson saying with Victor, with the young guard, their biggest strength is how quick they're able to process and not make repeated mistakes. He said it is a big reason for our success this year. So how will they respond tonight? Zora?
Thanks, Ashley. And on the Thunder side, OKC's depth has shown up in a big way during this series, and they'll lean on that again tonight. With both Jalen Williams and A.J. Mitchell out, it's Payson Wallace who gets the start. It's his 59th start so far this season in all defensive selection. And when I asked Wallace how he can be more aggressive defensively, knowing everyone else is locked in on that end, he said, yeah, everyone just allows me to be myself, pressure guys in the backcourt. I can just fly around, he said, a guy who loves creating a little chaos, Mike.
They've got many of them. He's just another one, and such a big part of why this team always seems to have an answer. Everybody on their feet, ready for Game 4. Even this thing up, or will the Thunder get within one of a return to the finals? Back-to-back losses for the Spurs. They haven't lost 3 in a row all season long. In each of these conference finals, the officials for the first 4 games are preset. So Game 4 has Scott Foster, Curtis Blair, Nick Booker as the officials assigned for this one. Foster, his 274th playoff game. He's the crew chief. Throw it up between Wembanyama and Holmgren. And for the 4th consecutive game, the ball begins with the Spurs.